It's a Week 9 matchup, and we are all set to go, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? Taken at the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he's going to be out of bounds across the 50. Great return.
It's tough enough to play defense anyway, but after a return like that, now your mindset has to change a little bit. Instead of going out and just getting settled in the first few plays, you have to be prepared for just about anything.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. So, Charles, offensively, this group really playing at a high level. 7-0. We're still a long ways from discussing a potential unbeaten season, I think. But to use a golf expression, no blemishes on the card, at least to this point.
Yeah, unlike my teenage years where there were blemishes everywhere and the dermatologist was on speed dial. But I do think that they have to start answering questions about this stuff if they keep winning games. You and I both know, we in the media, we'll stay obsessed about it and wonder, can they take it all the way to an undefeated season?
Third down, it's Prescott. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get the side. Hassan Reddick able to record his 5th sack of the season. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. Oh, it's a wobbler here. This is fielded at the 27. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. On the other side of midfield at the 45. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
In motion right is Smith. First down, and they go with Swift again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The Eagles at 6-2 to start play. And they come in after a loss last time out, but they've still been in good form. They've won 6 of their last 8.
And it always hurts when you lose a tight game, as they did a week ago. I think each player starts thinking to himself, if I could have played better one play here, one play there, maybe it could have changed this team's fortunes. But it absolutely illustrates how important it is to play a complete game if you want to win in the NFL.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Hurts. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Here we go now on 1st and goal. Swift is into the end zone for the Eagle touchdown. And for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top two teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
They go back to Pollard on second down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Trying to run forward with Pollard. And that one going nowhere from the start. He's moving the backfield and goes backwards. 4th down now after a loss of 2. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
Here's Hurts to throw. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here now, 3rd and a yard. And Hurts going to move him around. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'll guarantee you, they started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll change things around before the snap. From the gun, it's Hurts. This will be caught by Brown. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line. Here's Swift. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the 1st half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. Hurts sets up to throw it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows that throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. That route pass complete to Goddard. Touchdown! Dallas Goddard, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles go up by 2 touchdowns. Elliott good on the extra point. The score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Now Prescott. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Running right, it's Pollard. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
You remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. But 1st down, Hurts. And this is caught. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Now it's 2nd and 10.
Hey, 73, 73. Hey, easy, 63, 63, pass.
Throwing is Hurts. Got him in, it's Brown. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a 1st down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This is caught. Touchdown, Eagles. Dallas Goedert with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Elliott good with a PAT. That makes the score 20 on his hip. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will come out to the 25 as Lewis going to opt to not return it. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
We're going to 54 wide. Here we go, 46.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. This is 2nd and 8.
Here we go, go to 54, go to 54, wide 8. Here we go, 47. Here we go, going to 53. Here we go, 46. Here we go, 46. Hey, kill. Here we go.
They just get the play off. Now Prescott. He finds his man, Pollard. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Pollard will take it up the gut. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away. And after the play, oh man, it's Prescott who appears to be shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him and we will step aside. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Off of play action, here's Lance. Going to take a shot for Gallup. And that is incomplete.
I believe I'm following their logic. Take the big shot downfield, loosen things up. You're hoping to get some points on the board before the half. Maybe now you come back and throw some underneath stuff in order to make sure you get a completion.
Again, they'll throw it with Lance. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And yep, indeed, the flag is out. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call.
Yellow. Smash. Red. Red. Cycle. Ready?
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Drops this underneath for Pollard. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. And the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. And the move from Mike McCarthy is going to be to keep the offense on the field here on 4th down. They're going for it. And they'll go for it. Lance. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
And coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
On 2nd down, Swift. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 46. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Play action. Here's Hurts. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Swift going to try up the middle. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 58 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd and 4. They'll look to throw. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. They go play action with Hurts. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Crowd left 73.
2nd down. Here's Hurts. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Now back to throw. Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Micah Parsons able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Meanwhile, Lance's throw there caught by Gallup. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Lance now on first down. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. To throw, it's Lance. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he's taken down inside the 30. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown.
And this is a situation where as a head coach you're just saying, what else could go wrong? Let's get it all out of our system, please. This has been a sloppy game throughout. The execution has been lacking. A lot of mistakes, both mental and physical. And here's a big play that goes by the wayside.
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. He's got his man. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup, 28 yards. And the Cowboys are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Let's go.
Now Mike McCarthy saying, let's go for 2.
Steal, black.
Lance going to try to throw for this. And he's got it for the two-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 7. Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
No, sir. 63. 63.
From the gun, here's Swift. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. 74 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
On 3rd down, here comes Swift. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Once again, it's Swift. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
That is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, 36 yards. And the Eagles look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Elliott good on the extra point. That pushes the lead up to 23. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And that unbeaten record very much in jeopardy. It's been a great first few months of the season. So fighting through, he's got space. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. Throwing on first down is Lance. A quick throw there is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now Lance throwing on second down. And his throw here is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Now Lance again. He's got his target. That's complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 32-yard line. Throwing now is Lance. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. Luke Schoonmaker with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Cowboys are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. They'll try and throw for it. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Now Hurts changing up the play. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And the Eagles are going to have it 1st and goal as they'll take this down to about the 3. Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Touchdown, Eagles. Dallas Goedert. Touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Eagles have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Elliott going with a PAT. The lead opens up now to 22 points. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will come out to the 25 as Lewis going to opt to not return it. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for Philadelphia, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Dallas, the perfect season was apparently not meant to be as they drop to 7-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.